Good evening and welcome to QNN Sports. I'm Gioia. This decade, the Bobcats men's ice hockey team have molded themselves into an NCAA powerhouse. After failing to punch its ticket to the big dance this past month, the Bobcats have their eyes set on a bounce-back season later this year. With that said, we welcome in Quinnipiac Bobcats junior forward Landon Smith. Landon, thank you for joining us, buddy.
Thanks for having me.
Now we're going to talk about the team in just a second. First, I want to congratulate you on a great year. You led the team in points. You were second in assists. Talk about your off-season workout right now and how you're recuperating from that loss against Harvard.
Obviously, the loss is tough, but I think we're using it as kind of light a fire under us. We have really good weight training staff and staff all around, and we're really getting after it already in the off-season, and we're preparing for a big year coming up.
In a nutshell, what were the team's main issues this past season, and how could it be improved for next year?
Main issues this year. I think we could have prepared better for some games. You know, we got a younger team, and I think it's just about learning to use what we have. And I think I'm really excited about the team that we got coming in next year. I think we could do some really special things, and that's what I'm looking forward to.
Is it fair to say you guys underachieved this past year?
I mean, I think you always want to overachieve. I mean, unless you win a national title, I don't think anything is good enough. So that's kind of the way we look at it. Obviously, we had two different teams, the one from the Frozen Four year and the one from this year. So it was just a matter of finding exactly the right things to do as a team. Obviously, we lost some big players from our Frozen Four year, and so it was just kind of adjusting to not having those guys around anymore. And you know, ultimately, I think we had a good year. But from our standards, we hold ourselves to a high standard, so we can do better.
You guys obviously lost to Harvard in the EC/AC semifinals. Do you feel like you were the better team? And did you feel like you guys let this one slide, or did they beat you fair and square?
I think Harvard has a really good program, and they had a lot of good players on their team this year. Could we beat them? Yeah, I think we could. I think that we had the talent this year to do some special things that obviously we fell short of, but it's tough to sit back and say we could have because we didn't.
Looking back on this past season, throw me some positives. What did you do so well this year that can maybe translate into next season immediately?
We had a lot of guys step up to the plate and really pull some weight, more so than we had the previous year. And I think that's really important because you look at guys like Alex Whalen that comes in the lineup as a freshman and kills it, you know. You look at Chase Prisky, who's pulling his weight. You look at there's a lot of guys that are really doing what they need to do, and I think that'll be huge for us in this upcoming year.
I'm gonna throw you three names. You're gonna tell me what's in common with them. All right?
Okay.
We got Connor Clifton, Chase Prisky, Matthew Pekka. Anything in common with those guys?
Draft guys, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Now, what would it mean to you? You're working with some leverage right now. Quinnipiac Bobcats men's ice hockey is now on the map. It's been on the map. What would it mean to you to maybe get drafted one day? Because, I mean, the numbers are telling it right now. You're having awesome years. What would it mean to you to get drafted?
I'm actually too old to get drafted.
Really?
Yeah, you can only get drafted when you're 18, and then I think if you're 19 in certain situations. But free agency is huge for college hockey players. So that really makes all the difference in the world for guys that don't get drafted, and oftentimes that actually helps you in the long run. So, you know, I mean, obviously that's something that's a goal of mine, but I want to focus on this team and what we can do next year before I even start thinking about that.
You're a two-time all-academic player as well, am I correct?
Yeah.
That's something that you got to hang your hat on. I bet your parents are proud. I mean, so the fact that your eyes are not set on to get drafted right now, because you're living in the moment right now. But I mean, that's something that you got to be extremely proud of, right?
Yeah.
Because academics are always first. You gotta get the grades and succeed in the classroom to play on the ice. Right. That's something that you hang your hat on, correct?
Right. I mean, like I said before, you know, you never want to be satisfied. I could be a three academic team, but you know, obviously my parents are pretty pumped about that, and education is important, and having that degree is important too. So it's something that I strive for.
I asked the hard-hitting questions so far, you know.
Yeah.
We're gonna have some fun.
Okay.
You ready?
I'm
going rapid fire on you right now. You ready?
Yeah.
Favorite NHL team?
Ooh, Colorado Avalanche.
Player. Favorite player?
Now or?
Just in general.
Joe Sakic.
Joe Sakic.
Yeah.
Now, Landon is from Denver, Colorado, by the way.
A little biased.
Yeah, right? Now, would you rather lead your team in goals or assists?
Assist, because I'm helping other guys out.
Team guy. I respect that, man. Top shelf or 5-hole?
Top shelf all day.
Oh, dude, that's got to be, you know.
Top shelf or nothing.
Street hockey or ice hockey?
Ice hockey.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. This is a tough one. Miracle or Mighty Ducks?
Ooh. I'm gonna say Mighty Ducks because I grew up
I'm with you, man. You know who the
nostalgia.
you know who the most underrated character in that film is?
Who?
Guy Germain.
Okay.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Dude, his girlfriend's on the ice with him.
True.
He's getting the best of both worlds right there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. Toads or Anchis? This is a curveball. I'm not what the equivalent. I don't know what the equivalent is for curveball. You don't see curveballs in hockey, but toads or Anchis?
It's apples and oranges because you got Anchis on Friday night and Toads on Saturday. So I don't know. It's tough.
You got to give me one. Come on.
I'm gonna say Toads.
Hey, it must get rowdy in there, huh?
It gets yeah.
Listen, there's something about hockey guys and girls. Am I wrong?
What do you mean, together?
No, just like the hockey guys and there's just something about them. They connect. Listen, I was in South Beach for spring break a couple weeks ago, right?
Okay.
I was telling everybody that I was a part of the Chicago Cubs farm system, all the girls. You know what they say to me?
What's that?
Oh, what zoo is that? I said, are you serious? But if I were to have a hockey guy right next to me, bang, she's gone. She's gone. All right, Italian or Mexican food? Don't let me down on this one.
I like Italian.
Okay, you're my man. I'm a paisan, all right?
Okay, yeah.
Listen, come with me one of these days. We'll go to New Haven. Lucibello's, best cannolis around, all right?
I would love that.
All right, last one.
All right.
You're a great time, man. Hobie Baker Player of the Year Award or NCAA Championship?
Easy one, championship.
It's got it. That was
All
a
day.
floater right
All
there,
day.
right?
Yeah,
You knocked
come
that one out of the park. Now, Landon, thank you so much for joining us
Thanks
tonight,
for having
man.
me.
You're the best. For more on Landon Smith and all the latest hockey news, please visit QuinnipiacBobcats.com. Have a beautiful night, everybody, and bless up.